Alright, let me catch you up on what's going on, because you probably read the name of the title of this video and you're like, what are you talking about, Paper? I know how to bunny hop, I know how to airstrafe, I know how to go fast. But you know what, there's still another level to bunny hopping. And I was going to make a video about something else, but then as I was making the opening montage, there was a couple of moments that made me really think. And they had to do about bunny hopping. Like right here, you see some standard bunny hopping. I'm changing weapons, I'm aiming my weapons, which is usually what you want to get into when you're bunny hopping well. You want to be able to do multiple actions at once. But this is one of the moments that really opened my eyes. Right here, the accuracy of being able to land on that little railing is what made this whole engagement work. One guy threw his gravity star in the wrong direction, one guy lost sight of me, and that's what really brought this whole play together. This and the next clip highlight that footing is really important and some forethought is needed of how you're going to be lining up your bunny hops, because right here you're going to notice that it's really easy to actually overshoot as I slingshot, but I have to pull back. And usually when you're airstrafe, you're just thinking about holding left and right in order to get that maximum speed. And the thing about Titanfall is that there's only two things that really affect your speed. There's no in between here. You either mistime your bunny hop and you slow down, or you're forced to pull back yourself in order to slow down. If not, you're a runaway train. So it's not as simple as just holding left and right to do the airstrafe and the bunny hops. You have to be able to line yourself up so you're landing on the structure that you need to in order to continue that chain. And the thing is, you're not going to be practicing on flat ground. Titanfall is all about walls, like small railings, stairs, going uphill, which is one of the most difficult things to do when you're bunny hopping, because it really means that you have to hit all your timings. It also has the added difficulty of the terrain. That's why so many people hate crash sites. There's so many ledges and odd little geometries that make you get caught up. And there's a few ways that you can correct things like this. You can either be more familiar with the geometry of the map so you're not running into these awkward areas, or you're going to be improving your timing, or you're going to be able to possibly change your footing so you're landing on easier structures. So that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to be talking about our footing and our positioning. Right now I knew that this person was going to see me on the mini-map. One of the common things that you learn about in video games is that there's these openings where you can't be doing both. You typically can't be looking at the radar and also be looking at the screen at the same time. It's supposed to throw off your aim. In StarCraft or in RTS, it's the equivalent of having an attack in the back of their base and then starting to attack them in the front. It gives you this small window where their attention is diverted for you to get these openings. So this video is not going to have anything to do with the standard mechanics of bunny hopping. I'm going to link that in a video below if you're still not familiar, but it's something that's been covered in this game a lot. So if you want to find a tutorial, easily just look it up. What I'm going to more so talk about is the finer details, and what I think is really getting used to the feeling that you're like a train with just a handbrake. You're a speeding train with a handbrake. That's it. You can't really change the speed. All you can do is pull back, because what you usually want to aim for is consistency in your timings of your bunny hops so you get maximum speed. Then the rest of the correction is just you pulling back. Did you see this L-star drop in front of me? I was looking through this replay. I'm like, I don't know. I looked so many times. I'm like, did it fall off of a grunt? I think maybe a pilot got blown up and this thing just landed in front of me. I don't know. It's kind of a mystery, but I thought it was kind of funny. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is just a little bit more about the things that I noticed when it comes to bunny hopping and the places that I think you can improve. Even somebody who's been playing for a long time, there's always areas you can improve when it comes to your bunny hop. I think the first thing you want to get down is obviously your timings. You want to hit that max speed all the time, so then you get the option of just hitting the brake, which is just you pulling back so you don't overshoot objects. That's something that you constantly do and you just don't really think about, especially when you're wall running and you're wall jumping and you're going to be jumping onto structures. Like, you guiding yourself so you actually hit the right part of it so you can continue your run is a big part of this game. And that's pretty much this whole episode. Like, we're actually done. Now we just have a clip where I'm just going to let it play out. But that's all. I just wanted to make you guys think about it again, because I think it's something that you can still improve upon. Hitting those marks, like, don't be afraid to hit little railings, and also don't be afraid to just crouch and continue your bunny hop. At times it almost seems like you're going to hit something, but your knees just end up getting scrunched right under you and you manage to just pull over this object and continue your bunny hop, and it feels amazing. So sometimes you just need to believe. If you know you're not going to make it, then you're getting into course correction, which is making sure you don't end up grabbing ledges, which is when you jump back so you don't mantle and then jump right back onto a structure. But the goal is to try to ski off of it. If you know you're going to hit it, then go into correction mode, but you want to make the extra effort to try to hit these extra ledges, these small little spots. Like, there's a lot of small little objects in this game that you can continue your run off of, but that depends on how good your accuracy is. And remember, you can't actually go any more forwards than a perfect bunny hop. Usually what you want to do is get as much speed as possible and then pull back, because again, that's your only option. I'm reiterating myself and repeating myself just because it's pretty much all. That's the whole spiel. I told you, you guys have already pretty much heard my whole spiel. Now I'm just elaborating on it. So what do you guys have to add in regards to bunny hopping? There's a lot of different bunny hops. You can do different bunny hops with Stim. You can do different kind of bunny hops with gravity stars. And the only reason I say it's a different bunny hop is just because there's going to be more speed. With a gravity star, you can get some height as well. You can make different kind of jumps if you're using Stim. With the grappling hook, you can also do these weird little bunny hops on the ground, because every time you hit the ground, even if your grappling hook is activated, it resets your double jump. Everything in this game is just an extension of the movement system. Even aiming your gun, because no one, well, there are people who are just going to stand in one spot and aim and shoot, but most people are going to be moving and then you're shooting, right? But yeah, that's the end of this episode. What do you guys have to add? And by the way, how are you guys enjoying the stream? You guys have probably seen in the bio that I'm looking to still continuously upgrade the stream. I'm going to be off next week, so I'm going to try to get at least one more video out for you, and this time I will actually make it play for the week that I'm gone, which again will be next week. I made the move back to the alternator just tonight. It's been a long time since I've actually used it a lot. And one of the things that I remember about it is that because I'm not having to aim down sights like I do when I'm using the R101, my mobility is a lot better. It's just a lot easier to maneuver yourself when you're not worried about aiming down sights at all. At least I've always found it to be. Even in the air, I've always found it a little bit difficult to take a few shots with the R101 and then start aiming. But on console, the upside is that it does have this huge burst of aim assist when you are doing it that way. Like, it does lock on. It's an effect that you get with most guns in the game, the Spitfire included. But the cars, they don't get it, but it's already easy enough to just shoot off the hip. Anyways, the main point was that just changing guns kind of got me more into the mobility mindset. But sometimes I just get so into my grapple that I end up using it more than my bunny hop, which is kind of weird. But if you find yourself getting rusty with your movement, or you're somebody that's still trying to get your movement down, change your weapon, because it does make a difference. The reason is that if you use a shotgun or something that you know you're going to have to at least be somewhat close to use, like an alternator, even a car, it's going to make it so you move more. If you don't have to ADS, you're also going to be moving more, because most of the guns that you want to ADS with, you want to have your feet on the ground in order to make correcting shots a lot easier by using your other stick. But that is pretty much the end of this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. You guys can also now check me out on Twitch. We're going to be picking that up most evenings, usually after 9:30 Eastern. Thank you for joining me for another one. I'm Paper. Cut to you, and I'll see you all next time.